Hi guys, it's Loey. Today's video is going to be my perfume collection video, and I'm basically going to be going through all of my perfumes. For the time being, I've somehow shoved them all into this basket. I'm gonna kind of get this out of the way early, but I have a really large perfume collection, and my big thing is like I don't use all of it, and that's really unfortunate because it's hard to resell perfume, especially when like I've had a bottle for 2 or more years. But I worked for Bath & Body Works for about a year, and honestly doing that really like I accumulated so much stuff because you get stuff for free, you get a discount. You know what, and some people have actually been asking me to do a video on my like Bath & Body Works experience. I might do that if you guys want. Let me know in the comments. But today I'm just going to be showing you my perfume collection. But let's start out with the body sprays. So first off, I'm going to be showing you my Bath & Body Works body sprays. And these are mostly, not all of them, but most of them are like the older like formula packaging and all that. This is Paris Amour, and this is probably my favorite like body spray in my entire collection. I had like the Eau de Toilette of Paris Amour. I flew through it. It's just probably my favorite Bath & Body Works scent, and I really, really love it because it's feminine. But it also just, it isn't too overpowering, it isn't too floral, it isn't too fruity, it's just right. It's the baby bear of the perfume world. Then I have 2 that were limited edition, and these are the Paris Nights and Paris in Bloom, and you'll notice I've lost a lot of caps and they're kind of like floating all around my apartment. Paris Nights was pretty nice. It's kind of a darker take on Paris Amour, and then Paris in Bloom is actually a really, really great like spring scent. I don't wear this one too often, but it is very, very floral, and it almost has like a peachish undertone to it. So this one was great too, and I know that these are on clearance now during the semi-annual sale if you want to pick them up. Another huge favorite of mine is Winter Candy Apple, and I love Winter Candy Apple so much. It just is like a really sweet apple scent, and I honestly, like every time anything that says apple comes out of Bath & Body Works, I swoop it up because apples are like my favorite scent ever. It's really hard to find a good apple perfume, so I really like this one. It's really sweet, but it's really just nice. So that's actually it for my like Bath & Body Works body sprays, and I do have a couple perfumes from Bath & Body Works. But I'm going to start off with Victoria's Secret now, and these actually are the Eau de Toilette, so I guess they count as a perfume, but they're really like, they're kind of lighter than a normal perfume. I usually use them like a body spray. First, I have Such a Flirt, and this one is one of my absolute favorites. I believe the notes, I know it has starfruit in it, and it's just so pretty. I love this for summer. Then I have Love Spell, which is one of my very, very, very favorite scents. I've gone through countless bottles of this. Love Spell is so iconic, and it just reminds me of like high school because I wore this in high school, you know. I have Sheer Love, which I do like. This was recommended really, really heavily by Nikki Philippi, and I just find for me it's a touch too floral, but I do like it, especially like for spring and summer. So I mean it is getting used, it's just not as quickly used as these other ones. And then I have Pure Seduction, which is a really, really pretty scent as well. This one's a bit heavier. It kind of reminds me of Love Spell, but a bit like heavier and richer. I also have Ravishing Love, and this is the least used like perfume like kind of like item in my entire collection. And it says that it smells like blackberry and lilac, but all I smell is artificial strawberry. And that is one thing I cannot stand. I hate the smell of artificial strawberry. It just freaks me out so bad. And I don't know, it's not really that strong. I just don't like it that much, and it's really not getting used. I also have from Victoria's Secret 2 pink body sprays. I have Pink with a Splash, the Warm and Cozy, and I really like this one. It's very light, and I like to wear this in conjunction with another perfume that I'll mention later. It's the Miss Dior like perfume. And then I have Oh What Fun It Is, the pink body mist, and this one, it has more of like a, I know it says Frosted Peony and Amber, but I just find it has a bit of a stronger, more wintry scent as opposed to this one, which is a bit lighter, more vanilla. Okay, and these are 2 that I could find. I know I have like 1 or 2 more. Those 2 are actually the Sexy Little Things, just the plain Sexy Little Things, and I love that scent so much, but they're like scattered, and for some reason I can't find them anywhere. But I have the Sexy Little Things Noir, and this one just, I feel like is a slightly lighter take on that perfume, and it has more of a vanilla hint to it. And then the Noir Tease, which I've just been getting into lately, and this one has a really, really pretty bottle. And this one is even more vanilla than the last. It barely smells like Sexy Little Things. So I have these. I love the bottles. They're just minis because I have too much perfume. Okay, and then surprisingly enough, I blew through those body sprays fairly quickly so I can show you actual perfume. I'm going to start off with my Bath & Body Works perfumes because I currently have two, and I just cleaned out my collection of these and gave them to friends. I sold a couple online. The two that I wound up keeping were Be Enchanted, which is one of my all-time favorite scents from Bath & Body Works. It's just so sweet. My only problem with this is I love it so much, but my coworker wore it and I kind of felt like it became her scent and not so much me because I like change mine up all the time, and I still really like it. I didn't wear it for so long because obviously she wore it. I don't know, is that like a weird girl thing? I feel like scents have territories. But the other perfume that I have, and you'll have to excuse it, I kind of got paint on it not too long ago, but I have Velvet Tuberose, and this is a scent that isn't like regularly carried in stores, but I got it at the semi-annual sale, and it reminds me so much of Marc Jacobs Daisy, just stronger, and I love it so much. It's like the prettiest perfume, and it reminds me of home because my best friend Hannah and I loved this perfume, and we would like spritz it all over ourselves and then go, you know, out on the town or whatever. So I really like this one. Okay, and then the rest of them really don't have any rhyme or reason. They're just perfumes. I'm gonna start out with my full-size ones. The first one being Marc Jacobs Daisy, and you'll have to forgive my like poor little bottle. He has been through, I think, almost 4 years worth of like torture, and I'm really like happy because it hasn't changed since. It hasn't like, nothing has changed about it, not the color, not anything, and I have a tiny little bit left, and I really want to repurchase it. But this was my scent in high school. This is what I wore every single day, and it just was so pretty. It's very light. Daisy is a really iconic scent, and I find that like for me, I think anyone can wear Daisy, but I just love it so much. It just, it brings back so many memories. The next one also brings back a ton of memories because Daisy came after 9th grade. And in 9th grade, I wore Juicy Couture's original perfume. So not the Viva La Juicy, which is actually what I'm showing you. But it does smell a lot like that original like Juicy Couture perfume, and I wear that every freaking day of high school, and I find I really can't wear that one anymore. It just makes me really sad for some reason. I have no idea why. I think it's really weird how like scents have specific like hardcore memories attached to them. But this one is just really sweet, and I know a lot of women who love this one. I just think it's a little bit like overplayed. I do like it, but I don't know. I don't like that someone can walk up to me and be like, oh, you're wearing Viva La Juicy. It's the same thing with Love Spell, honestly. Like if I wear Love Spell, people know I'm wearing Love Spell. So I think it's like my inner hipster doesn't want people to know what I'm wearing. Okay, and then I have this one, and this is such a pathetic little bottle. I am savoring my last bit of this until I can go to Sephora and get myself some more. The Unconditional Love from Philosophy, and I think this is just the Eau de Toilette, but this is probably like one of my favorite perfumes of all time, if not, like, I don't want to say it's my very favorite. My grandmother gave this to me, and I'd never asked her for a perfume or anything like that. It was just a surprise, and it reminds me so much of my family. It reminds me so much of home, and it reminds me of the summer because that's all I ever wore in the summer. And this is my second bottle, but I just love it so much. It's very sweet, and I feel like it reminds me of Pink Sugar from Aqualina. Is that what it's called? I really don't know the brand. It reminds me of that, but more mature. Grown-up cotton candy is what I'd like to call this. Then I have Tresor Midnight Rose from Lancome, and I've had this bottle for I think like 2 years. I really went sparingly on it for a long time because it was so special to me. I was like sick with the flu, like dying with the flu, and my best friend Hannah spoiled the crap out of me, and she like basically went on a shopping spree and bought me like a new outfit and this perfume, and it was just the nicest thing. Like it just, I don't know, it reminds me of her because that's a very like Hannah thing to do, and I don't know, I feel like I have a lot of scents that are associated with Hannah, but this one is really pretty. It's a darker scent, and I feel like I really can't wear it like during the day in the summer. I'll wear it during the day in the winter, but it's very pretty. Then I have this Kat Von D perfume in Adora, and I think I'd mentioned this before, but this is like a really strong perfume. Very like musky and sort of manly in a way. Not overly so where people are like, are you wearing a cologne? But I really like the scent on this. I think this is one thing like I cannot describe at all. Not that I can describe any of these well, but it's very dark, and I feel like, again, this is one I can't wear all year. It's only in the winter that I feel like comfortable wearing it, and It just smells so good. Lastly, for my full-size perfumes, I have Katy Perry's Meow, which I think was like a second release to her perfume Pear, and now that's gone and it's replaced by like Killer Queen or something. I find that this one is really, I'm obsessed with the bottle, by the way, like I can't even. Very, very sweet, and it's very young. I feel like maybe a little bit too young for me, but I do like this one in the summer when I don't want something so overbearing. Okay, so now I have a rollerball and then some minis to show you here. The first being one I just got very recently. This is the Cinderella. So this is Love Eau de Parfum rollerball. And for me, I like the box a lot, so I keep it in the box, but for me, this is a little bit too old. I feel like this is something my mom would wear. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, very floral. It's very, very strong. This is the kind of scent I really do like it, and I love the fact that it has such meaning behind it because my husband got it for me, you know? I don't know. It's not something I feel like I can wear on an everyday basis, and it's something I think, you know how like sometimes you get a perfume or you smell a perfume and it like grows on you slowly? This one is kind of doing that. Okay, so now into the minis, and I have way too many of these just because I kind of hoard them. I love the 100 Point Perks from Sephora. I just think that they're a great way to try out perfumes. The first one that I have here is the Diesel, goodness gracious, Honey Child. I don't know what this one is called. This one is very, very sweet. It kind of reminds me of licorice. It reminds me of my friend Holly because she loves this perfume. And then I have the Dolce & Gabbana perfume. I don't know if this is a specific one. I just think it's the Dolce & Gabbana perfume. This one is really, really nice. I think it's a little bit more grown up than my others, and I don't know if it's something I'd purchase the full size of, but it's floral and it's also quite sweet. But it just smells more grown up to me. This is probably going to be my next perfume purchase, and it's the Miss Dior perfume, and I really love this scent. Again, is a little bit more grown up without, I feel like, being too much because I'm 20, you know, I don't want to be smelling like my grandmother, but I just think that this one's really, really nice, and I like that one a lot. And then I have the Balenciaga perfume, and this one is great too. It's very strong again, and this one's a little bit more citrusy, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's a fresher perfume, but it's also, you know, it has like a heaviness to it. If you aren't laughing at my scent descriptions by now, shame on you. Okay guys, so I really hope you all enjoyed my perfume collection. And I just wanted to show you guys what I own. If you would like specific reviews on any of these where I sit down and I talk about them a lot more in detail, I can definitely do that. Give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy perfume collections. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And until my next video, I love you girls so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye!